The Scout LT2 has arrived, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to be taking a look at it in this video. Stick around. How do you take something that's already perfect, being the regular Scout LT, and make it even more perfect? Well, you can decorate it with new scales, and you can give it fiber optic sights on both sides, whether you're a right-handed shooter or a southpaw. You can shoot this over the top or through the forks. Not only that, but adding the same band attachment system to the LT2 as they have on the new Scout X. At the base of the frame, you have your lanyard and your wrench to loosen or tighten the bands, and you'll have it with you all the time. Now, I think all of us slingshot shooters pretty much echo the same thing from the rooftops, and that is we love the comfort of the Scout LT. And you will get to continue that same comfort feature with the LT2 because it has the same dimensions. It's just got a few more bells and whistles. This is how she comes packaged. Inside the package here, you've got your slingshot. You've got two band sets. This is one set here that's 0.7 millimeters thick, and this other is a clay ammo band set for a lighter setup for practice. You've got your 3/8 steel ammo, your clay, your sticker, and your safety guide with a little target as well. I'll share this for those who are new to shooting a slingshot. The side that has the logo is the side that's facing you this way when you shoot. You're obviously not going to grip it from this side because that wouldn't be comfortable. This is the side that's facing out, but this is the side that's facing you, obviously, because this is the comfort grooves right here. So this is what you see when you're shooting. Band installation attachment instruction is included in the package. What I love so much about these fiber optic sights, as you can tell, they just stick out so well. I like to do a lot of quick shooting. I don't aim very long. I just pull it back, boom, and shoot really fast. That's just something I like to do. Within a certain range, I'm always pretty accurate that way. But these give me a lot of assistance, especially with that kind of shooting, because I'm not really aiming, but I need a quick reference point, and these work so well. Now, when I'm in my backyard shooting out here on my range, I'm typically shooting clay balls. I keep a massive surplus of clay ammo around. It's just a lot of fun. I don't need to collect it. I can just shoot at anything and everything, which has helped me shoot better over time because I'm picking all kinds of targets out here in the wild. Let's knock this little tin can silly. Well, I didn't knock it silly, but I hit it. Let's take another shot. That was better. A couple of shooting tips for those that are new. When you put your ammo in the middle of the pouch, don't pinch in front of it. It will have to leap over your index and you can throw your shot. Pinch it between your thumb and your index this way, not like this, like this. Also, when you draw back, make sure that your bands are even. Try not to do this or this, which I don't think you would do that, but people tend to do this. And keep it like a V, like this. And if you go up, just keep it that way. Just keep a nice V on here so that you're not twisted or turned this way. From there, just look straight down the barrel and utilize your sights. Now let's hone in on these new scales. This is a new scale design. And with these new scales, you have a bigger palm swell. This is a real sharp upgrade, in my opinion. And you can get other colors. I've also got these green ones here, and you can pick some other colors, but you can design this thing however you like. And I just really think that is a sharp looking upgrade, especially with those sights on there. I want to try and answer a question that may be lingering in the back of your mind, and that is, will the Scout LT help me shoot better? Well, I say most definitely, emphatically, yes, I do believe it will help you shoot better. Number one, you need to be comfortable. It will affect the way you shoot. There's a lot of frames out there that look cool, but they may not be comfortable to you. I would argue that the Scout LT is comfortable for most anybody. And when you're shooting comfortably, you don't have that nagging sense of discomfort in the back of your mind. I've shot with some frames, and after like 10 shots, I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. And with comfort comes the ability to better maintain the slingshot. The second reason I would say it makes you a better shooter is because of the sights. I've worked with a lot of frames that came with these sight attachments and it just didn't work. But the way this is set up, let me show it from this side, it just gives you a great focal point. I'm going to utilize my fiber optic sights on this spinner target. Another reason why it can make you a better shooter, and this is kind of an indirect reason, is the fact that a slingshot that is comfortable and set up with good attributes is going to be a frame that's going to draw you back. And the more you use it, the more you're going to get better with it. I'm going to make a no BS statement here. If I had to go to a slingshot competition and compete for my life, out of all of my slingshot frames, I would take my Scout frames every time. Most any of my Scouts, but especially one like this. I've got a lot of frames that I like. They're cool. They got an attractive look to them. There's a certain novelty about them. But I'm a Scout man. Now, I've got all the other frames, but I'm a Scout man. You asked me my favorite series. It is the Scout series, and I think this is a most excellent addition to an awesome family of frames. Now, I don't know if you saw a recent video that I did on SIMPLESHOT targets, but I'll show you a few that I have. I've got the resetting target here on this post, and of course my favorite little plinker can that you can tell has really been through it. Now, that's not a SIMPLESHOT target, it's just one of my favorites. Here's one of my spinners that I've got in between these two limbs on this tree. And I really love this one. This is my glow-in-the-dark golf ball. In the description section of this video, I'm going to drop a link to the Scout LT2, as well as all their other frames and accessories, but the link to this frame will be the one up top. Shooting a slingshot is a beautiful form of quiet marksmanship, and that's what it is. It's marksmanship. It's for those who want to get out and shoot. You don't always have to go to a loud range. You don't always have to shoot a gun to be a marksman. You can shoot a slingshot, and you can shoot a bow. And when I first started shooting slingshots, I would go out in the woods and I would pick random targets, just a leaf on the end of a tree limb or a little acorn. And I would have so much fun doing that. I was doing that long before I bought any targets, especially any smaller targets. But, you know, I realized that I've been shooting at little targets all along. So I started picking up some of the smaller things to shoot at. But it is so fun to get out and just shoot a slingshot. It's so much peace and joy. And when you're working with something as comfortable and user-friendly as the Scout LT2, it just gets even better. I do want to add this because I think SIMPLESHOT will appreciate it, and that is you should always wear eye protection when you shoot a slingshot. I know. I did not wear eye protection in this video, and I'm going to be honest, I typically don't when I'm out here shooting light clay. I know I still probably need to, but especially when it gets hot, it can get really uncomfortable, and I typically don't with clay. Now, if you saw me out here shooting 3/8 steel or any kind of steel, especially something really heavy, you'll always see me wearing safety glasses. I just didn't wear them in this video. I typically don't with clay, if I'm being honest with you. But if you're a new shooter, you absolutely should. And the rule of thumb is always wear eye protection. You didn't see me doing it in this video, but that don't mean that I don't most of the time. If I'm shooting heavy, eye protection. If I'm rock chucking with a natural fork slingshot, eye protection every time. The only time you may not catch me wearing my eye protection is if I'm shooting light, shooting clay. But I know some of you are gonna fuss at me and tell me that I still should anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But I had to say all of this as a disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, my friend. Go out to SIMPLESHOT and get you a Scout LT2 and get out there and bust some targets. You're gonna have a good time. And if you like to hunt, you're surely gonna dial it in with the LT2. What do you think about this new frame from SIMPLESHOT? I'm highly impressed as usual, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Take care.